all of you, and happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yeah. All right. Sing this with me. My soul is welcome here. Yeah. My soul is welcome here. 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 Wrong way. You got it. Thank you, Patty and Brent, for getting us to that right place this morning. Such a great way to start the day. And to all of you, good morning and happy Mother's Day. To those of you who may not know me, I'm Jeff White, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to Unity of Hagerstown this morning. For all of you who are able to make it here in person, and to all of our Facebook friends listening and watching us virtually today, welcome to all. Gotta get this direction thing down. So I'd like to start, as we always do, with the opening prayer. So if you could just take a moment to get comfortable, sink into your heart space. In honor of Mother's Day today, I'd like to read a poem that I found on truthunity.net, written by Bonnie Day, entitled Mother's Creed. The depths of metaphysical law she little grasped or understood, yet with clear eyes of faith she saw one shining truth, that God is good. She could not quote one single line of affirmation, tenet, or creed, but how she trusted love divine to meet her every human need. Hers was a plain theology that love could swiftly comprehend. Her whole religion was to be, to all who needed her, a friend. The laws of science and of art she made no claim to understand, but love was law within her heart, and kindness law unto her hand. A wisdom never learned from books, but tutored by an inward grace, was written in her very looks, and shone reflected in her face. In thought profound and creed sublime, she built better than she knew, a doctrine that shall outlast time, to trust, to love, to be, and do. And now I invite you to join me in the reading of our mission statement together. Unity of Hagerstown, a welcoming community, embraces spiritual awakening now for the Daily Word. On the second Sunday of every month, the Daily Word is written by none other than yours truly, so how convenient. So with that, here we go for the Daily Word. So for today, on Sunday, May 12th, 2024, the Daily Word is Mother's Blessing. Today I offer a blessing of gratitude for the loving, nurturing spirit of mothers. I bless my mother and those who have shared a mother's love by supporting me throughout my life. I think of the many ways they have been present for me over the years with unconditional acceptance and love. I envision all the mothers, grandmothers, and caregivers throughout the world surrounded by love and light. For those in my life, I take time to express my appreciation with words, gifts, and time together. To mothers-to-be, I prayerfully affirm health and ever-deepening joy. To mothers no longer in the world, I hold them in loving prayer and hold thoughts of joys and gratitude. I bless their souls' ongoing journeys, knowing bonds of love keep their memories alive. The scripture for today comes from Proverbs chapter 31, verse 28. Her children rise up and call her happy. And if you'd all join me in reading out loud the affirmation on the screen in front of you. I honor and bless the world of mothers. Now, if you'd please take a moment and think about that, soften and sink that into your heart space, and think about what that means for you. And once again, all together, I honor and bless the world of mothers. And in honor of Mother's Day, I'd like for us to take a moment to reflect on the true meaning of this day, and perhaps in a bigger picture as well, to think about and appreciate all of the gifts that Mother Earth has to give us, and also to embrace that divine feminine, that nurturing, caring, loving spirit within us all. So if you wouldn't mind just taking a moment and thinking about those things, that bigger picture. Thank you. And now for another song from Patty and Brent.
Thank you.
Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand, my heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand, my heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be,
Thank you, Penny and Brent, for such a lovely song that ties so much of that all together. And once more on that Mother's Day note, I'd like to inform you all that these flowers are for you to take after the service. After the service, feel free to come up and take one, to bring it home to your mother, or plant in honor of your mother, or however you wish to so honor that. Get this thing coordinated sooner or later. And now it's time to greet your neighbor, which must always be prefaced with a few things here. One, this is meant to be short and sweet, so not a time to mention the entire whole family. Secondly, this is a time to meet old friends and new faces as well. So if you see somebody that you don't know, please introduce yourselves. We are a group of huggers, and if you are not, that is okay. Please feel free to extend a hand for a handshake, or simply just say namaste. And lastly, for those of you who may be close to the camera, please remember that our Facebook friends are here, and if you'd like, you can say a warm hello to them as well. So ready, set, go.
Mother's Day. And just wish you a happy Mother's Day. And your mom's on the coffee. Know that you can go
I'm a dare.
good job throughout your life. Maybe honor this your first honor your word. Honor the life that within you. You are giving birth to so many great ideas, I am sure. So thank you for your Leah.
Just travelers on the journey. It's lovely to see you. John, Amy, nice to meet you. Is this your first time here?
I can't see it. There we go.
join Unity of Hagerstown for Mother's Day. Yeah, but we're not going to talk about mothers right now. So maybe we'll get to it a little bit. So for last week, we looked at some of our core values that we as a ministry hold, as we as a community hold. And core values, again, are the principles and the priorities that guide this ministry. They're what we fall back on when we're trying to make a decision. They are kind of a guiding light for us. They keep our culture in the forefront. They keep our identity in the forefront too, because we are identifying as these core values. However, if we're not living these core values individually, we can't live them collectively. So that's why we're reviewing them, so that we can live into them a little bit more fully. Last week we looked at spiritual. We are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe under a spiritual law. This is kind of the foundation for all the other core values as well. We're having a human experience, and yet we are spirit expressing. And sometimes that may be a little difficult to remember that we are spirit, guided by spiritual principles. But this is the path. We keep remembering that. Deepak Chopra tells us each of us is here to discover our true self, to find out on our own that our true self is spiritual, that essentially we are spiritual beings that have taken manifestation in physical form. We're not human beings that have occasional spiritual experiences. It's the other way around. We're spiritual beings that have occasional human experiences. And then the second core value that we looked at last week was, wait for it, I had fun this week with PowerPoint. Open-minded, adopting a beginner's mind, cultivating that fresh perspective without any preconceptions at all, just approaching life with that. Beginner's mind, Estelle Frankel tells us, is a way of life. Each day we are challenged to see the same familiar people and landscapes with new eyes. Just as the cosmos is created and sustained anew each moment, everything is alive and changing, ourselves included, if we are spiritually awake and paying attention. So, today we're going to look at two more values, core values that we hold. And the first one is welcoming. We welcome all people, all colors, all ages, all cultures, all sizes, all genders. Romans 15:7 tells us, welcome one another, therefore, just as Christ has welcomed you for the glory of God. We are talking about the Christ consciousness within each of us. This is the foundation of Namaste. The divine in me greets the divine in you. The Christ within me greets the Christ within you. Sees, acknowledges, understands, is one with. So we welcome events, we welcome people into our lives with an open heart and mind. So how do we demonstrate this value? Well, I think we just did with our meet and greet, right? Our greet the neighbor. We also try to greet people coming in on a Sunday morning, and then we have the greeting after the service as well, with coffee and whatever snacks that our wonderful hospitality team has put together. And we collectively create a safe environment for people to feel welcomed. Now this, you may be thinking, is similar to being open-minded, but there is a crucial difference between open-minded and welcoming. Beginner's mind, being open-minded, is having no preconceived idea or judgment against anything. When we are welcoming, we are moving from the heart. It's knowing that there is that love within another, even if we can't see it. Knowing that there is that Christ consciousness, the Buddha nature, spirit expressing, whatever terminology you want to use, that is the essence of another, that is being greeted by that essence within ourselves as well. Matthew 25:31 tells us, I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty, you gave me drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me. Yeah, this is not verbatim up here, okay? Just kind of a fun word cloud that I saw. I read a story, a true story, that kind of exemplifies this in such a beautiful manner, this welcoming spirit. A 4-year-old boy with autism who usually likes to fly was having a hard time on a particular United Airlines flight not so long ago. And as the flight attendants were getting ready for takeoff, Brayson, the boy, refused to sit down in his seat. He was kicking and screaming and hitting his parents while they were trying to restrain him. And that's when a flight attendant came over to them and said, we can't take off until he's strapped in. And the mom said, well, we just need another minute. He has autism and we just need a minute to calm him down. So she and her husband were still struggling to calm Brayson down when the flight attendant reappeared with a couple other attendants as well, asking how could they help. And to begin with, they allowed Brayson to sit on his mom's lap, and I guess they strapped both of them in. I don't really know how that happened or how that worked. But once the seatbelt light was turned off and they were in flight, they then Brayson began kicking and screaming again because he wanted to get off the seat. He knew if he were to lie down on the floor, he could feel the vibrations of the plane because he's flown before, and those vibrations soothed him when he was overstimulated. So the crew members invited him to come up and lay down next to their seat so he wouldn't be in the aisle, right? Well, he eventually moved into the first class department, or he began kicking another person's chair. Now, if you have ever been in a plane and sitting in front of a child, you know how that is. It can be a little annoying at times. So the mom went up to him and apologized and was getting ready to remove him, even risking another tantrum or another, display. And the man said, it's okay. I don't care if he kicks my chair. He can stay there. And he introduced himself to the mom. He gave high fives to Brayson. And then throughout the rest of the flight, all the passengers and flight attendants spent the time chatting with Brayson, showing him pictures on the phone, letting him go sit wherever he wanted. And not only that, an off-duty United Airlines flight attendant who was a passenger on the flight gave the mom a hug at the end of the flight and a handwritten note that said, do not let anyone make you feel as though you are an inconvenience or a burden. He is a blessing. God bless your patience, your love, your support, and your strength. Continue to be a superwoman and know that you and your family are loved and supported. That just touched me so much. It felt like such a beautiful example of welcoming, of kindness, and appreciation for mothers as well. So you may recall that the Daily Word is celebrating 100 years of publication this year in 2024. And I'm choosing a daily word for each of the core values. And this one comes from 2006. The reading goes, what a joyful experience it is for me to welcome a beloved family member or friend. We have much to share and celebrate as we catch up with what has happened in our lives in a day, in a month, or over years. It's also a joy to welcome new people into my circle of friends and family. We too have much to share and celebrate as we work together to build new relationships. In an awareness of our oneness of spirit, I naturally welcome others. With my heartfelt welcome, I am saying the Christ within me greets the Christ within you. Whether I'm becoming reacquainted with others or meeting them for the first time, I welcome them in the enrichment they bring to my life. I invite you to affirm with me the affirmation on the screen, together with With an open and loving heart, I welcome others into my life. Welcoming others is really a natural result of our next core value, which is love. We live and move and have our being in this energy of divine love. And from the love chapter in 1 Corinthians, so faith, hope, love abide, but the greatest of these is love. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, tells us love is the power that joins and binds in divine harmony the universe and everything in it. It is the great harmonizing principle. Whoever calls on God as Holy Spirit for healing is calling on divine love. Divine love will bring your own to you, adjust all misunderstandings, and make your life and affairs healthy, happy, and free. The power of love. So I like to Google things when I'm writing this lesson, coming up with this lesson, and I Google, how do you love a stranger? Because I think sometimes that's where we may fall down. Or maybe not fall down. Maybe not do it quite so fully as we could. And there was an article there, 7 ways to show love to a stranger, from snailpace.com. The first is to hold the door open. Well, isn't that just an act of love and kindness? Particularly for a parent that's struggling with a stroller and bags and whatnot. The next is to give a big smile and a hello. These sound pretty basic, don't they? You know, it's just showing kindness. Let them go ahead of you in line. And the 2 that I did not put up here was leave a generous tip, pay for their items, make small talk, and then the one that I absolutely love, look up from your phone. Yes, yeah, that one-on-one, attention can be so beautiful. So it is boiling down, both welcoming and love, kind of boiled down in expression as kindness. Bob Kerrey, former senator, tells us unexpected kindness is the most powerful, least costly, and most underrated agent of human change. It can change your life, and I bet it wouldn't take you long to think of moments of kindness from a stranger, that had been given to you as well. Kindness is a superpower, really and truly. So if you're willing to accept this superpower, I invite you to affirm with me together. Kindness is my superpower. Yes, yes it is. It truly is. So how does Unity look at developing love within our own life along this spiritual path? Charles Fillmore tells us we develop love in our heart by praying, meditating, and affirming that we are one with and express at all times the perfect love of God. Prayer and meditation, knowing that we are one with that source of love. That source of love is within us. We can access it at any time. So the daily word that I chose for this particular core value is from 1989. I believe in the power of love, divine love. And of course I chose this picture for BG, and she's not here. She's such a cat lover. But I'm assuming there are cat lovers here too. Okay. So faith, hope, and love abide, but the greatest of these is love. The scripture from 1 Corinthians reminds me that divine love is a great power. The power of love is working for me, helping me be the person I can be, the person I want to be. Love lifts me from the darkness into the light. Love renews my spirit and refreshes my soul. Love awakens qualities within me and brings them into expression. Love, through me, touches the minds and hearts of others. Love softens harsh experiences. I let love express through me as me. I give my consent to be a living center of love. In all my ways and words, I am loving. So, let's do one more affirmation together. I believe in the power of divine love. As we move into a time of meditation, It will be a guided meditation followed by a period of silence, and then it will be ended with a beautiful song by Brett and Patty. So I invite you to get comfortable. Close your eyes. Begin noticing your breath. Letting go of any of the to-do lists, the items there that haven't been done yet. Letting go of any worries, any fears. Becoming fully present in this moment. Focusing on your heart space, that center of love. Knowing that we are one with the source of love. It's not outside of us, it is within. That we express this love through us, to ourselves, to other people, to all around us. We are willing to express this love. And on this day, this Mother's Day in which we honor mothers, I invite you to once more perhaps honor your own mother. And if that relationship was difficult or challenging in any way, let us call on that healing power of divine love, the great harmonizing principle. If we are in need of forgiveness, or to forgive another, we bring love into our hearts now. We see the spirit of love within another. We move into this loving kindness towards ourselves and towards those who have nurtured us along the way. As we move into a period of silence, I invite you to keep your focus on your heart space, the center of love within. And with each breath, allow that love to be felt more fully, to expand, so that we're no longer playing small or fearful. We are moving in love. Our being is love. I believe in the power of divine love to harmonize my relationships, to heal that which needs to be healed, to adjust any and every misunderstanding I may hold. I believe in the power of divine love. Here in the in the silence. And as we bring our time of meditation to a close, I invite you to just continue to sit restfully as Brett and Patty share another song with us.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am.
quote here I wanted to share. I couldn't fit it in the lesson, but it was so good. I wanted to share it. You are a light. Release the need to harbor division. Hold only love, only peace in your heart, knowing that only goodness is real. John Lewis. Now I invite you to join me in our prosperity affirmation together. Prosperity flows freely through our church, nourishing our ministry while enriching the lives we touch. We are grateful stewards of all that is given, using it wisely to create a legacy of love and service. And during our offering, we will have another song.
Well, I'm grateful for the love that you rain down all day. Well, I'm grateful for the love and the blessing. Well, I'm grateful for the blessings that you rain down all day. Well, I'm grateful for the blessings, for the blessings and the bounty. Well, I'm grateful for the bounty that you rain down all day. I'm grateful for the bounty, and the beauty. I'm grateful for the beauty that you rain down all day. Well, I'm grateful for the beauty, yes, the beauty. Well, I'm grateful, 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 so grateful, grateful, grateful for the love, for the love. Well, I'm grateful for the love that you rain down all day. Well, I'm grateful for the love, and the blessings. Well, I'm grateful for the blessings that you rain down all day. I'm grateful for the blessings, and the bounty. I'm grateful for the bounty that you rain down all day. Well, I'm grateful for the bounty, and the beauty. Well, I'm grateful for the beauty that you rain down all day. I'm grateful for the beauty, All right, here we go. Well, I'm grateful, 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 so grateful, grateful, grateful for the love and the blessing and the bounty and the beauty, and the love.
So we do have a few announcements. The speaker series, which is a pre-recorded talk given by Reverend Martello Whitsett, who is a UT minister, is on this coming Wednesday, part 2, The Audacity to Forgive. And I want to read you the write-up in case you haven't seen the flyer yet. There are flyers in the back. How many times have you thought, I've forgiven them, only to be struck with more feelings days later? Okay, so I think I've been there. I've been there. Sometimes something doesn't feel right about the idea of letting a wrongdoer off the hook. And all the nice things we've been taught about how to forgive, such as forgive and forget, doesn't make sense. Let's find a better way. So that's at 6 p.m. There's a sign-up sheet if you're interested in that. Dinner is included for $10. What more do you want? I mean, it's just such a great thing. It's a great discussion afterwards, great time to get to know folks, and also listen to another Unity minister with a great message. And then the Men of Unity are meeting Thursday night at 6 p.m. If you're interested, just come on by if you are a man. Okay. And Adopt a Highway is on Saturday morning at 8:30. There's a sign-up sheet we can pass around, Stephanie, please. Yes. And pass around both of those, that'd be great. So Arnie, who is our Adopt a Highway leader, can have the contact information of everybody who wants to participate in that. Later on that day at 1 p.m. is the Womb Wisdom Workshop with Sabrina Madison. She does our sound bath once a month, and she is going to be having different practices woven into the time together, such as guided meditation, energy, self-healing, discussion, sharing, journaling, and more. And she states, when women gather, magic happens. That is from 1 to 2:30 p.m. You can pay at the door. It's a $40 admission. And then, the Heart Hike. If you are interested in hiking for Heart, which is the Hagerstown Area Religious Coalition, this is their big fundraiser for Micah's backpack, which feeds children who may not have food to eat when they get home, and also for the Refugee Welcome Team. There's more and more refugees coming into this area, and this team of Heart helps get them settled. Helps with basic supplies. So it's quite a wonderful thing. Even if you don't want to hike that day, you can go to the website, and it's on the flyers, and donate through their site. But if you would do it underneath our D, the Unitix, so we can see how much this wonderful community is donating towards it, so we can celebrate. And anything over $200 is tripled. Isn't that fantastic? I think that's fantastic. But I would love to have someone to hike with me, okay? So if you're interested, please sign up. And then, yes?
What is the actual date of the hike?
June 8th. 8th, yeah. Yeah. And then on Friday, May 31st, Ann Baker is having a commemoration gathering in which there'll be a time of sharing stories and reflections of those who we have loved who may have passed, and also a time of shared meal, bring a dish if you like, and luminaries will be provided for a luminary float. She would like to have an idea of how many people are coming, so there's a sign-up sheet that's going around for that as well. Please sign up, and she is asking a $10 offering to be given, payable there, but it's going to be donated to Unity. Okay. And Saturdays are walk and talk, meeting at Cushwell Basin, 9 a.m. And today, after the service, if you are able and willing to stick around, after our snack and chat, which we always have every Sunday, we do need to have the chairs moved off to the side and stacked. Thank you so much for being willing. Yes, Mary?
Offering envelopes.
Offering envelopes. This is why I told you to remind me. Yes, yes. We have offering envelopes now that are located in a couple different places. There's one at the door here for those who want to donate in cash and want us to track it for you so that you have a letter at the end of the year of your donation amounts. This is only for the cash. Please don't use it if you're donating by check. Just keep it for the cash only. Thank you so much. And thank you, Mary, for reminding me and for getting the offering envelopes. So this time we're going to say goodbye to our Facebook friends. We love you. We appreciate you. We behold that light that you are. We know that you are one with the source of love. And